Yeah, he came here on loan, on short-term loan. We worked diligently to make it long-term. We couldn't come to an agreement, and we wanted to respect Milan's wishes also to go test himself back in Europe without that agreement. We wish him nothing but the best, and we're just focused on the guys we have now in our locker room.
How does it impact your team kind of in the short term here with two games coming up this week?
Well, we have one less player, right? So that's mathematically impactful. But it's nothing we haven't been facing, right? We're an expansion team without a second team or an academy, so we've been navigating the challenges of a roster that can get short with injuries or call-ups. And I think the boys have really shown up to the test time and time again. And then also a huge credit to Tyler and the recruitment staff for bringing guys who are versatile. So a guy like Oni Valakari, who's played the number 9, he's played the number 11, he's played the number 10, and he's played the number 8, right? So playing 4 starting games in 4 different positions. So we'll just keep taking it as an opportunity to tackle another challenge.
Can he come back, or is it now a done deal between the two teams? Can Iloski come back again, or
for this season?
Or
in
at all?
yeah, anything's possible in
Okay.
life. Yeah, anything's possible in life, but he's not coming back for this season.
I asked Christopher this, but at the start of the year, you obviously had a good hunter mentality. No one knew who SDFC was, taking on a new challenge in a league. Now that you're at the top of the table, is there more of a feeling of being the hunted and trying to fend off teams that way, or no?
I haven't gotten that feeling. I mean, me personally, I don't. And there's no offense. I don't look at the media, or I'm not on social media. I don't really look at the table because I know it doesn't matter right now. It matters where we end, and I think we have them versus the hunted or the hunter mentality. We have more of a growth mindset and embracing competition mentality. So we tackle every single day the same as we did from day one. We try to get better every single day, and then we just love high pressure, high challenging situations.
I think that's very fair, and you've said that before in terms of your mentality. But like Houston, it felt like when they came in, some of the things they spoke of were like they wanted to try to take down one of the top teams. Where you see that more from the opponents, not
Got
necessarily
it.
from
I understand
you.
what you're saying. Yeah, I think anytime you are higher up in the table, you're an expansion franchise. Teams are going to want to come and give a little bit of extra, and that's tied to our value of embracing competition. We actually love that because we want it, your opponent is your greatest teammate in the big scheme of things because they test you and they make you better. So we want everybody's best all the time. Ultimately, we're competing to be the best version of ourselves in this season, but we're also preparing for sustainable long-term success, and that's what you need. You need challenges.
Toronto is at the bottom of the East, but they're undefeated so far against West opponents. What do you guys need to do to be successful this year?
Yeah, Toronto is first and foremost a historically top club in the MLS. So you better be ready to play against them. At the tactically standpoint, they're a team that's organized. They're strong on the counter. They have wingers that are really aggressive in 1v1 situations. They do well in set pieces. Anytime the game gets into these kind of transition, chaotic moments is a moment for them to hurt the opponent. So what we're looking to do is play our game like we've always have, which is impact the flow of the game, play within a rhythm that gives us as big a chance of controlling the game as possible. Being aggressive and vertical and dynamic in our possession, and then putting pressure on the ball so that we make it hard for them to build a game.
I know team over everything, but Anders is going to be showcased at the Skills Challenge they announced next week at the All-Star Game. They're talking about competition for Messi for MVP of the league. Individually, what's made him so successful in his first tier foray into MLS, in your opinion?
So 3 things. 1, he arrives here with a tremendous amount of quality. That's clear as day. 2, he's got a very humble and giving personality, so he's open to learning, and he's somebody who wants to be challenged, right? He said that from day one, and he's hardworking. And 3, and all of these I think are equally important, is his teammates. His teammates do a great job playing within our style of play, and help him get into situations where he can take advantage of his talent. And I think a great example of that is he has 2 goals on the weekend, right? So he finds some good spots, and then one of them, the team press is fantastic. And then Luca and Bombino have a fantastic combination in the wide channel where Irving ends up flicking a ball that if he doesn't flick, Anders might have been a shade offside. And then our second goal playing against high pressure where Chicago's throwing everything at us, and Bombino plays a great ball for Irving in behind, and where Irving could have easily gone 1v1, he squares that ball with his left foot. And so it's always a combination of individual talent, individual mentality, and willingness, and then teammates and support.
One other thing, just on Milan, you also have overcome injuries, obviously, this year, so you're used to different players coming in and out of the lineup. Will that serve you well now going forward, knowing you're going to have a different combination?
Yeah, one of our goals from day one has always been to make our squad bigger. And we talked about making our squad bigger before the season started by signing guys who are versatile. And then during the season by giving guys opportunities and training everybody as well as possible. I think when you make your squad bigger by doing those 3 things, you're more resilient in the face of adversity.
How do you deal with this Milan situation when you guys are owned by the same group? How does that work, you guys being owned by the same group?
No, there's nothing to deal with. We support Milan, and we want nothing but the best for him. And he goes back to our family club at FCN, and we hope it goes really great. And at the end of the day, our focus is on the guys that we have inside our locker room, and being a reflection of San Diego and showing those values on and off the field to make the city proud.